Good evening. We are getting ready to go live with Newks Hot Sauce. What's up, my brother? Give me 2 seconds. Let me get situated and I will bring you in. What's up, Ben? What's up, Jeff? So he should be coming on at any moment. What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? Is this thing on?
How are you?
Pretty good, man. Just got home from a farmer's market about 5 minutes ago. So I'm riding the wave. Feels good to be at home. I got a big glass of water.
The hustle never, ever stops.
It's true, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got my lumberjack shirt on for you.
I love it. I love it.
I'm from Maine, so I got a lot of plaid and I got a lot of flannel.
My buddy on here, Ben from Chef to Table, is also from Maine and moved to Chicago.
All right.
What part of Maine are you from?
All right. I'm from Bangor, Maine. We got Stephen King up there, and we got like an airport, and a mall. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty small town, humble beginnings, man.
Okay, so listen, before we start, there's a series of questions that we're going to conversate through. Get to know you a little bit, talk to you a little bit. But let me be honest. My crew is from Mexico. And you know we had last night, right?
Yeah. No pressure. No pressure.
Everybody approves. Everybody approves.
Oh, you ate some Newks last night?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's right. There were 4 of us, 5 of us in here last night.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear that.
So we're going to get started with the questions, and then after that, we'll go into you a little bit, and we'll start working on this hot sauce.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good to me.
What word or phrase do you overuse?
Do I overuse?
Overuse.
Lately I've been told that I use the word classic a lot. And I didn't, it's like one of those things where like I didn't realize I did it until somebody told me you always use the word classic, and now I find myself always about to say it and I stop myself.
What is your least favorite thing to do?
Oh man, least favorite thing to do. Maybe like get on call with like the internet people, or like get on hold with the DMV. Like I think that's usually the thing that will set me off. Could possibly turn the day sour,
Depending on the call, it could.
Totally.
What is the one thing you would change about your spouse or significant other?
So I'm recently single, so I probably got a list of things that I could have done better. Like active listening, I think that's my thing that I'm always working on. And out of respect to her, I'm not gonna say anything because it's too sensitive, right now.
Right.
But for myself, listening in the moment with somebody has been the critique from friends and partners, and I'm slowly getting better, I think.
Okay. Growth is an everyday process.
Absolutely.
What makes you tick?
I think Like what keeps me going is making new things, collaborating with other creative people, whether that's like some sort of like funny ad for the hot sauce commercial, or a new recipe or a flavor profile, or a collaboration with a farm or something out here in Oregon. Just making new stuff, bringing it out to the world, getting feedback, and that's what keeps me moving, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I see my guy Don in the chat. He's working the Newks booth right now. Don, get back to work. Get back to work.
What's up, Don? What irks you the most?
Irks me or hurts me?
Irks you.
Like bothers me?
Yes.
It's a good question. I think there's not a whole lot that can really get me out of my chill state of mind. Usually I used to be very frustrated easily. Like I could get, like when I was a teenager, I was pretty like angry, but I worked through a bunch of stuff. I'd say like rude people who like interrupt you, talk over you, talk bad about other people. I really don't like that. Flaky people, stuff like that, maybe.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. Is that a good answer?
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I said thank you.
What sound makes you happiest?
What sound makes me happiest? That's a tough one too. I actually work as a sound designer when I'm not making hot sauce. So I love sound in more than a normal person. I mean, I kind of want to say a cliche like wind in the trees when you're camping, or the ocean, or silence or something like that, right? But also, like, I just went through the car wash, and that sound when you're like in the car and the windows are up and the little like fabric foam things are beating against the window and the water's power washing, that felt really good on my ears. So maybe those. It's hard to pick a favorite, man.
Okay. What sound bothers you the most?
What sound bothers me the most?
Yes.
Probably when a hot sauce bottle falls off my stand at the market and smashes, and then everybody around goes, "Oh," and they look over and all the eyes are on you. I hate that part. That is a nasty sound, yeah.
Right. What's your favorite cuss word?
My favorite cuss word? Definitely like shit or fuck, I was going to ask if I can curse on here because I kind of have I'm good at that. So that's good to know.
The window's passed.
That's good. Yeah. It's good to curse. It feels good, right?
Sometimes I try not to, but sometimes it does.
What's your favorite?
When I do, it's probably MFR.
MFR, okay. Good control there.
But I try not to. And let me, the reason for that came from my fiance, ex-fiance. We would get into it, and we would use cuss words. And I said, how about we take the bad words out of the arguments?
Yeah.
So once we remove the bad words out of the arguments weren't as combative.
Yeah. They take on a little less extreme tone.
Exactly. So once I did that, I'm like, you know what? I probably shouldn't use these words at all. Because if I'm getting into an argument and I'm arguing with my guys and we have a difference, I don't want to cuss. I don't want them cussing at me.
That's true. It would just escalate.
It does. It does. Mm-hmm. So that's why I try not to cuss.
I hear that.
What would you want on your tombstone?
What do I want on my tombstone? Maybe just like nothing. Just blank. Or maybe my initials or something. So like people could find me, decades from now. But nothing big. something
Okay.
small, you know. I'm really big, so I'm gonna take enough space in the ground, you know. So,
What profession other than your own would you like to try?
um, well, like I said, like when I'm not doing hot sauce, I've spent the past almost 10 years as an audio engineer and producing music and sound effects for theater and post-production and podcasts. But that doesn't count, right? We're talking about something that I've never done. And
Correct.
I was just going to say culinary arts, but I guess that's kind of, you know, similar to hot sauce creating.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe something like a pilot. That sounds really fun. You know,
Right.
you get to, I have a friend who's a pilot and he can travel anywhere in the world for free. And it seems like the engineering side of my brain would really love to know what's happening inside the engine and how to fly something. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I feel good about that answer.
Okay. What is it about your personality that drives your business?
Um, I don't want to say workaholic, but definitely like there's a fire under my ass to work because I got bills to pay. You know, I live in Portland with a 1 bedroom. I only have this business as income right now, and you got to sell a lot of hot sauce to pay your bills, man. And so I think maybe just like a drive to survive, you know, might be what's keeping me moving. You know, I don't want this to stop. And if I can't pay my bills, it will stop. So I just keep going hard every day, pretty much, to make it.
I think when you're an entrepreneur, let me tell you this, every day I have fear. And that's what drives me. That's what get me up at 6 in the morning, and that's what keep me up working till 8, 9, 10 at night. That's what
Yes.
has me going 6, 7 days a week.
Yep.
And if you don't have that, then the drive is not as strong. There's got to be something pushing you that's kind of urgent and
Totally.
real.
Yeah, like a healthy dose of fear for sure. Like if I was wealthy and I didn't need to pay the bills, then I probably wouldn't push so hard. But knowing that like if I can't make ends meet next month, I'm out of, you know, my whole life set up here. I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. So, yeah, no, it's yeah, they definitely have a drive to go. And I also just want to create a really fun, cool company that people like. So, and it seems to be kind of working. So, I just want to keep spreading it around and sharing it with people.
I
So,
like that. It's all about the sauce.
all about the sauce, flavors.
Who would you travel cross country with on a motorcycle?
Ooh. Honestly, my mom, and I'll tell you why, because I rode a motorcycle, only rode a motorcycle for like 5 years out here in Portland, and it's one of the rainiest cities in the country. So I would ride all year round, even in the cold rain. And I got into motorcycle riding because my mom let me have her Kawasaki 750 back in the day, because she said that she was done riding it, and I took it from her and I rode it for a summer and I fell in love with it. So yeah, I think that would be fun. And my mom is like my best bud, right?
So,
So I
so
think
your
that would be
mom is a rider, and she passed along her bike to you.
correct. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And the first time I was driving it, I flew off into the woods and my stepdad just laughed at me. Yeah.
What was your favorite concert?
Favorite concert?
Yes.
Oh man. Um, so many concerts. So many.
I need one. All I need is one.
I can only say one.
Two.
uh, two? Okay, cool. We're going
But
with
it's gotta
two.
be something that sticks out.
All right, yes, I got them. Okay, so one is going to be Grails at the Middle East Club in Boston, probably 15 years ago. I do not remember who opened for them. And then second would probably be Ween at Edgefield a couple years ago.
Okay.
Great shows.
I'm gonna pause you.
Uh-huh.
Herbert Graham 89 having Newks hot sauce on my breakfast in Australia right now.
Oh yeah. Breakfast time in Australia, huh?
That's pretty cool.
We got a lot of time zones going on in this chat.
Yep, that's what it's about.
Oh, wait, yo, if she's in this chat, let me show this to the she sent me this from Australia, Vegemite plate.
Sweet. Spicy Marshall, what's up?
Spicy Marshall.
Do you have any childhood nicknames?
Yes. So my last name is Newcomb, so that's where the company's name comes. Newks comes from Newcomb. So in college and high school, I'd hear Duke Newcomb or Newcomb, sometimes Nuke. I think that's it. Those are the names.
Okay. When was the last time you cried?
I've been crying a lot. Because of because I'm going through a breakup, but so like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, since you keep throwing us out there, how long were you with this person?
About 5 years.
Okay. All right. What impact do you want to leave on the industry?
That's a good question. I don't think too much about that stuff, but I guess I really want to bring like the humor aspect to the hot sauce industry in a playful way, but also, you know, obviously the product has to be very good and flavorful, but maybe like, yeah, like a playful company, leave it kind of entertaining more than just sauce, right? I want to make something kind of fun when you think of Nukes. And I don't get that when I think of Tabasco or whatever, you know?
Right. Now, Spice wants to say, crying is good for the heart. Let it out. I agree.
Thank you, Sarah. It feels good to do it when you can.
When was the most difficult time for your business, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot. So Nukes is still pretty new. I'm only about a year and a half old as a company. I think maybe when I got my first order from Fuego Box, which is a hot sauce subscription company, they gave me my biggest order. Sorry, I just got a text. I should turn that off. They gave me my biggest order, and at the time it was about 1,000 bottles. I was making 100 bottles max at the time. And I just said yes, because I needed to say yes to everything. And I still say yes to everything. You know, if someone ordered 10,000 bottles tomorrow, I'd say yes, and I'd figure it out. But I messed up because I went to a kitchen and I scaled up my recipe to a size that I'd never done before. And I messed up and I burned a lot of the sauce. And I worked for 12 hours. I had to dump almost all of the sauce, which was, you know, $800 worth of ingredients down the drain. I didn't have much money at the time. I was really stressed out. I was on a deadline. It was super, super hard, but my partner at the time, like, she calmed me down and was like, you'll get through this. And through, you know, taking a deep breath and a step back, I went back to my normal scale of operation of doing 100 bottles at a time and just doing that 10 times until I got my 1,000 bottle order together. I worked around the clock, but I got it fulfilled and shipped to New York, like right on the deadline. So, but that was probably the first wave of like extreme stress that I've ever had with Nukes. And since then, I've been able to manage a lot of bumps in the road, and it just doesn't faze me as much because, you know, I don't want to get too stressed out, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stress is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Growing pains.
Yes. Was that your biggest order at the time? Have you had one bigger than that?
I have since then, and it was definitely the biggest at the time. And then the same company ordered like 3,500 bottles a few months later. and I was way more prepared and ready to do that. And now I will say I will happily do that, and it won't faze me. You know.
Cool. Do you have any black friends?
I do have black friends, believe it or not, out here in Oregon, coming from Maine. I'm a white boy from white America, man. So
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. I think one of my best friends here in Portland he's very black. But he's from my hometown in Maine, Ethan. He helps me with Newks every now and again. And I mean, he was probably the only black kid in our town, you know, and he still is out here in Portland.
How did he end up there?
He works for the news station. He's a news producer. We went to college together, and now he's out here working for the news, Coin News.
Right. My buddy Ben from Maine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just in Chicago with him, and he was telling me about his other black friend. I said, "Oh, so now you have two black friends."
That's funny.
He goes, "Why do you two think you're the only black friends I have?" I said, "Well, because we are." and he moved to Chicago, and he got this network of more black friends now.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool how he went to this completely different place and got a whole new culture of friends.
Oh man, it's huge. So I remember that happening to me when I moved to Boston for the first time, because I really mean it. Like growing up in my town in Maine, if there was a black person at my school, it was like they were probably the only black person. So when I moved to Boston, I worked in this like record store warehouse, and I was in this department, and I was the white minority, you know, I was a minority, and it was really good for my like growth as an adult, because it's like you don't know like what subtle racism you're born with until you're put into a situation where you're the minority. And it was just so good. Like I used to think back and be like, if I stayed in my hometown, I wonder what. Like, I don't know, but it's just really good to be around people that look different than you, have different backgrounds, you know. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So, I got at least one black friend.
That's a good way to start, right?
Yeah.
Do you often see people of color in your industry?
Yeah, I've seen some. Yeah, I mean, it's in Portland. I mean, I know we got David of Hab Sauce, and there's a company that I really love. I think they're from Texas. They're called Big Reds. I think that's an all-black hot sauce company. Met them at the Hot Sauce Expo a couple of years ago. Man, they're great. They had this one sauce called the Three Kings. It's very spicy, but it's very good. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's white dominated in Portland, but I mean, nationally, I see a good mixture.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Who would you most like to have a conversation with?
Oh. Do they have to be alive?
No.
I was gonna say Albert Einstein, but I think he might be kind of like hard to talk to. He might be kind of aloof, you know, like he's in his own world.
Right.
But it might be kind of cool. I think I'd like to talk to my great-grandfather, because he was an inventor. He invented the first sound on film device. He got us out of silent films and into talking films. He was pen pals with Thomas Edison, and I love his story. And I've always, I think I would like to talk to him. That would be a good one. Mm.
Would you travel to the moon?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right. What was your best business move?
Yeah, I think just doing a Kickstarter campaign and having the vulnerability to ask for funding, which was very difficult for me, but if I didn't do it, I would never have started.
Okay.
So the very beginning, just asking for funding.
Right. What was your worst business move?
Worst business move. Maybe trying to make hot sauce infused salts, because that was extremely difficult to do, and it just didn't work.
Let me ask you, did it not work because you didn't know how to make it work, or did it not work because it's not possible?
It's possible. It didn't work because the labor involved with doing it was not worth the reward.
Like eating crawfish.
Yeah, you work like 20 minutes to get a little piece of meat. Because you just got to go to the lobster. Like, why mess around with a crawfish?
Right. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a vegetarian, but I get it.
Okay. Yeah. You're a vegetarian?
Yes, since 91.
Right on.
What advice would you give to someone starting out?
Starting out a hot sauce company?
Yes.
Yeah, go to the Hot Pepper Forum. It's a website full of people who are starting out and asking questions about recipes, pasteurization processes, licenses. You could go from just being an amateur, having fun in your kitchen, or you could try to make your own company legit. That would be a great place to start. Hot Pepper Forum.
Hot Pepper Forum. All right. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
How many U.S. cities have you traveled to?
Quite a bit. I do not know the number. I've been on tour with a band before, and we went from Boston down to Florida, stopping pretty much in every hub, and then over to Texas and back up. And I drove across the country when I graduated college to here. I love to travel. What's up?
In all the states?
I don't think so. I don't think I've been to Arizona. I mean, it doesn't count when you like plop down in an airport. So, no. But I've spent the summer in North Carolina as an audio engineer. I spent the summer in Alaska. I don't know, a lot of cities, but a lot of just like 1 or 2 nights, you know. I'd love to travel more once we can, but yeah.
Okay. Do you own a passport?
I do own a passport.
What was the last time you wore a tie?
Oh, shit. Geez, man. When was the last time you would need to wear a tie? We've all been locked inside for a long time. I want to say like some award ceremony that I went to for the Portland Theater Awards like 2 years ago, probably the fall of 2019.
Okay.
That's a pretty good run without a tie. I'm not a tie guy.
All right. Okay, so that's it for my questions. There's a couple of questions on here we want to talk about.
Okay.
And then we'll get into your journey and how you got into the sauce.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Kingfisher Farm. Do you personally grow any peppers that are incorporated in your sauce? Robert, what types of peppers do you grow?
I do not. I know you do, right, Robert?
Yeah.
I do not. I'm dabbling this year with my first pepper plant, literally just one. And I have one Carolina Reaper in my raised bed right now, and it is small, but it is loving the heat wave and the dry weather. But no. How about you?
Man, I got 150 plants.
Yeah.
And I have Asian hot peppers, Indian hot peppers. I mean, there's so many.
Are they doing well?
Some of them are. Some of them are. I grew before, but I didn't, like you, I didn't grow to the scale I'm growing now.
Uh-huh.
Before I would have just like a 20 by 30 lot.
Yeah.
Now I have a 60 by 120 and 1,200 pots.
Wow, good for you.
So it's a lot.
It's a lot of management.
It is a lot. It's a lot of management. I have a guy there working with me on it part-time, but it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot.
You're getting a lot of sun right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Because the hotter the sun, the hotter the pepper is what I've heard.
Yeah. Yep. And it's a lot. And I think to his question, it's probably better that you took on one thing at a time. Meaning now that you're doing the sauces, you can move to, okay, I want to grow this kind of pepper, that kind of pepper for a sauce.
Yes, sir. And I actually have a friend who just bought a farm out here in Boring, Oregon, which is a pretty bad name for a town. And he's growing a lot of fruit trees, but he said he's going to set up a spot for me to grow peppers if I want to. So we might collaborate. I'm on that slow and steady path, man. So eventually I'll dabble with pepper growing. Right now I get most of my peppers from California or from Mexico.
Okay. Right. But yeah. Next.
That's cool.
Hoping for some more Newks seasoning.
Oh yeah. Our seasoning sells out fast. I just made the hot one and it's gone.
Now, what seasoning for?
It's not for like it's not like a rub for a barbecue. It's more of a. Are you familiar with Nutritional Yeast?
No.
It's a strange name for a really delicious spice. It's popular. It became popular in like the 70s with the like hippie food movements. It's like actually, you being a vegetarian, I'll send you some. It's a lot of vegans use it as a. I know you're not vegan, but a lot of vegans use it as a cheese substitute or a butter substitute. It has a nice umami flavor. And then, so I take nutritional yeast. It's also loaded with protein, B12, amino acids. It's very good for you. And it grows on molasses. It's a dehydrated yeast. And it's like gold in color. And I use that as the base. And then I put salt, garlic, and pepper powder in it. So my yellow cap, which is mild, is just a smidge of the Carolina Reaper pepper powder. So if you put it on popcorn, it's not that hot, but then by the bottom of the bowl, your face is lit up a little bit. And then the red cap is double the amount of Reaper and adding in habanero powder. So that one gets pretty hot. I'll send you some. I'll send you some.
Vegan Cheetah says, I use it in my vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah. That's a good purpose for it, for sure.
Yeah, and kingfish foam, I always have a problem with doing too much.
Who said that?
He said always go big, Kingfisher foam.
Oh, okay.
Who also has a foam.
Nice.
So do you want to taste while we talk about your journey and how you got here, or do you want to do one thing at a time?
Whatever you want to do. You want to eat some sauce?
I ain't scared. Let's do this.
Yeah. Well, if you've already had the sauces, you know that they're not too spicy.
They're not. This one I love.
That's the new one. That's the new one. I really came into my element when I crafted that sauce. You want to start mild and go up? Isn't that the classic hot sauce thing to do?
Yeah. So that.
See, I used the word classic. I told you that was my.
It was appropriate.
We're gonna start with the groovy green.
Okay, that's the mildest. Okay.
That's the mildest. I'm going straight spoon.
Oh, I'm on the chip.
All right, yeah. I know there's a spoon or chip debacle when it comes to sampling. I think I'm more of a spoon man because I just want to taste the sauce, but to each their own. So this one has Granny Smith apples. Oh God, I just spilled some on the floor. Jalapenos. There's a sweetness in there.
I like it.
It used to be really, really mild, but this most recent batch came out a bit spicier.
This ain't mild.
It's not mild, right?
No, I like it.
That's funny. It's funny because at the farmer's market, they'll tell people it's the mildest. And I feel bad sometimes. People would be like, this is not mild.
This is good. I like that.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to move on to the old Smoky Chipotle sauce, which is the darker colored one. And this is our only sauce without fruit in it. So
which one?
the Smoky Chipotle. It should be a brown label.
Yeah. That. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. But wait a second.
All right.
What about this one?
We're getting there.
Okay. You're right. This is your show.
We're going up in heat. So this one was used in a sizzle pie pizza last year in Portland. That's a pizza chain that's pretty popular. And this is our only sauce without fruit, so it's got more of the root vegetables. I'm not even going to try and show it off. You got beets, purple cabbage, purple onion, garlic, tomato, a dusting of the Carolina Reaper, serranos, jalapenos, chipotle peppers, a little bit of brown sugar.
So I went a little bit heavy on this. Can you?
That's okay.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
I can hear you. Someone says, Robert, your audio is not clear. Sauces looks incredible. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sauces are incredible. So this is the one my guys love.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Friends of yours?
My guys are from Mexico.
Hell yeah. I mean, if anybody from Mexico ever likes my sauce, I'm the moon about it, right? I'm like, making sauce. You know?
Yep, yeah. I'm like, dude, I gotta taste it more. You gotta chill.
All right. I love Mexico too. I love to travel in Mexico. All right, I'm moving forward here.
Okay.
We're going to the kind of mild, orange kind of mild. This is the Newks original sauce. We're talking bananas. Bananas, the fruit, not the pepper. How is the dusting measured? That's a good question. So I mean, it's all I go by grams when I make recipes. I go down to the gram. So this is bananas, habanero, carrots, tomato, onion, garlic, agave nectar, Himalayan sea salt, lime juice, onion. It's got a nice freshness.
Yeah.
A good sweetness with the banana. And you know, it's odd.
This doesn't have the bite. Seems to be a little softer.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Flavor first, always.
Yes.
My mouth is starting to turn up the heat right now.
Right.
All right, now we're going to go to your fave. And I think maybe my new fave, the Elderfire Mango. This is the new jam.
Yeah, someone just mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to forget about my other sauces. This is just going to be the one that stays. So this is the new recipe, not too hot, mango habanero, classic. There I go again with the word classic. Mango habanero is a classic combo, and people were telling me to make one for a while, but I wanted to make it unique. I don't want to do the same sauce that everyone else does. So I put elderflower syrup in there, which is commonly used in cocktails to like sweeten it, almost like a honey. So you get a nice honey-like caramelized floral thing going on.
Yeah.
But you get that ginger and you get the habanero too.
Okay. I'm still here.
You feeling the burn a little?
A little bit.
You like really spicy stuff, or where do you usually hang it? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't do spicy. But this is good.
Excellent. You want to do the hottest one, or are we just going to talk about that?
I ain't scared.
All right, this one is sell a collector's kit. No, I sell bundles online where you save some money if you get them all. I think I got something called the I Want It All bundle, and that you'll save some money.
Yeah, you can collect that. That'll be your collector's kit.
I'm also very approachable on Instagram. If you want to just message me, we can get you what you need. All right, so this one is the same recipe as the kind of mild, the original, except I doubled the habanero and I put the Carolina Reaper in there. For me, it's like it's like hot. It's really hot. And then I'll give it to people like normal people at the farmer's market. Yeah, that's spicy. And they'll be like, this isn't that hot. But I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it?
Yeah.
Good. Robert, I was a little worried you were going to be like, dude, where's the spice in your sauces? But
my tongue is burning right now.
I hear you.
Woo.
Yeah, it's hot. For me, that's usually the hottest sauce I'll want. I have a couple that are like maybe quite a bit hotter, but I only put a couple dabs on it. But yeah, I like that. That's the one. That's the one where I messed up from Fuego Box. I ordered 1,000 bottles of that, and I had to dump a lot down the drain. My mouth is still on fire. It's funny owning a hot sauce company and like not wanting super hot stuff all the time. People assume that I do, but
oh
yeah.
Gosh, I'm getting hot.
Yeah.
Okay,
you got nuked.
So let's start. High school. Tell us about how you got to where you are.
We're talking high school? We're going all the way back?
Let's take it all the way back.
Oh, man. I didn't expect this. You don't want to know. High school. I mean, I was a punk rocker, right? I was into hardcore punk music. And I didn't want to go to college. I tried to, but I dropped out of like 3 colleges. And then I went to...
Not 4 or 5.
Yeah, I should have gone farther. I should have just tried them all out, right? There's a lot to try. Yeah. So right out of high school, I tried to go to school for art, for studio art. I wanted to draw. I wanted to learn how to draw and paint. And I did it for a week, and then I was like, no way. And dropped out. Dropped out is a strong word. I left, right? And then I went to Boston, and I worked in record stores and played music and found some of the best friends of my whole life. And I'm still connected with them. And yeah, I mean, I just worked in the music world for a long time and just kind of drifted, traveled, slept on people's couches, just kind of partied a lot, got some shit out of my system, had a lot of fun. And then I went back to school eventually for audio, loved it, got my degree, moved out here to Portland, worked in the industry for 6 years. COVID came, canceled all of my gigs, audio and event gigs, and Newks was but a little hobby that I then put all my focus on. And that's me from high school to now in a nutshell.
Okay. And what made you dive into the business?
What made me dive into the business? COVID. Yeah. I didn't have any other options. I didn't have my work, my career was completely upside down. It still is. And this was the only thing I had. And at the time, I only had one recipe. And I applied to the Portland Farmers Market. They accepted me. And it's just been a slow snowballing progression since then. My tongue is still on fire, too, a little bit. It's subtle, but how about you?
Robin?
Yeah.
I got to go blow my nose in a minute, but I'm good right now.
Good.
So where do you want to take Newks? Where do you see your company in 5 years? I got to blow my nose. Hold 1 minute.
Okay. I'll just talk to the banner.
Yep, talk to the banner.
I'll talk to the banner and whoever's in this chat right now. Deadly Dan sauce. That sounds scary. Plants on Fire sauce. That's a good name. Kirby Graham. I'm just hanging out here by myself, drinking water, partying.
All
All right, I'm back. Or you're back.
right. Yeah. So, where do you want to take Newts? What do you see it in 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I don't think too far ahead. I think it can trip me out. I think the reason it's been as successful as it has is that I'm just kind of taking it a month at a time. But ideally, I would be on the path of being a national brand in some major chains like Whole Foods, New Seasons, be more established on a wholesale environment, in a place where the income is steady that I can rely upon all the time, not just farmers market season, but winter, fall, and I can have a small team. I can create jobs for other people. Um, I think that's where I'd love to see it there in 5 years. I think it's possible, but who knows? Right now, I'm just kind of rolling with it a month at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You got to take it at your own speed.
hmm I've never owned a company before, so this is I'm learning not just how to own a hot sauce company, but I'm learning everything about a small business in the first, as I go along.
Let me tell you, you never stop learning.
Oh, I believe that.
You never stop learning.
Yeah, it
And I
seems like
think,
you've got a lot of companies, right?
well, I mean, we do a few things, but the biggest thing in all of it is having self-worth and value, and making sure that you value yourself enough to charge the right amount for your time, for your work, and for your product. And,
Absolutely.
and that's how you stay out of trouble.
hmm
So you're a year and a half old,
Yeah.
and where are you? Where are your sauces? Are you just in Portland, or are you some places throughout the country?
I'm 32. The company's a year and a half old.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
we we're in quite a bit of stores. It's all listed on the website. A lot of mom and pops, like mom and pops in our neighborhood and stores that'll reach out. I think our biggest, more like well-known stores in Portland would be World Foods downtown, Everett and Fifth, and then Green Zebra Grocery, which is in my neighborhood here in St. John's, and then Southeast Division as well. And then we're in, let's see, as far as states, we're in Maine, we're in Washington, we're in California, we're in Tennessee, we are in other states. It's all online. I'm losing track now. I'm surprised. I think it's over 30 or 40 stores, which is great.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's growing every month.
Vegan Cheetah had another question.
Hmm.
What's with No Nukes Mercy for the interview? Is that like wearing a band's T-shirt to that show?
No Nukes Mercy? What does that mean? Or like wearing a band t-shirt in the show? I don't know how to interpret that. Maybe that was a typo or something.
I don't know. And Jeff, with this sauce, you can bug jump. He's going to be
Okay.
united with me. Um,
Oh yeah.
and Copper John, what's up? True currency of life is good relationships.
I like that.
Number one, relationships are very important. They go a lot further than money.
Oh, she said, "What's with no Nukes merch for the interview?" I'm wearing Nukes merch. I got the shirt.
And you sell those on your website.
I do. I got a bunch of designs and
Let's
stuff.
see them.
Oh, you want to see some designs?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on one second. Ah, I'm coming.
Sounds good.
I'm coming. You can entertain the people.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that.
So where's the dad hat? Oh, wait.
You got a trucker hat, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right. I think I might be sold out of some of the designs, but I got some.
So
All right.
how much does merch play a part in your revenue?
Online, I mean, we sell a lot more sauce than we do merch. I'm not the best at advertising merch. Hey, look at that hat. Look at that handsome man.
Yes,
So we got
sir.
the Newks classic shirt. Yeah.
Classic.
Classic. I mean, so this logo is really cool, right? So it's drawn by my friend Joe, from Maine, from Portland, Maine. She is very talented.
Let me
And
get
if you,
official.
oh, there you go, there you go, nice. And then we got, check this out too. If you like to cook, you might want to throw on the Newks apron.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. I send that to the chefs on Instagram. I'll just send them free aprons. All right, and then we got this one here. I really enjoy is this is fun. This is what I call the Nickelodeon shirt.
Nice. Love it.
Because when I was a kid, I'm 32, so I grew up in the early 90s, and we'd watch Nickelodeon, Hey Arnold, that era, and that's just that Nickelodeon splat. That was drawn by an artist in Canada. Her name's Marina Skinner. She's very talented. And then we got the koozies, and then we got the hats. I used to have a dad hat, which was more like a baseball hat. Those sold out, and I have a metal shirt, like a heavy metal shirt, which is kind of fun. Like those bands that are just like scribbled, like it looks like a tree branch, I did that, but it says Newks hot sauce, which is kind of funny because I listen to a lot of kind of fun. I don't know. I'm not good at selling the merch. I should bring them to markets. I forget to.
You should.
Yeah. I should. You're right. You're completely right.
So,
where's the dad hats? Abstract Jack. Oh, and we got these new posters too. We got these silkscreen posters. See, I should post these online. I haven't even put them up online yet, but we made these gold posters, kind of fun. Friends of mine own a screen printing company, so I use them just down the street. It's nice to keep it all local and keep it tight within your crew,
I agree. I'm with you 100%. Let the money circulate locally.
Absolutely.
So
that's it.
That's it.
That's all the merch.
What about are there any other hot sauces?
What's that?
Are there any other hot sauces you didn't show me?
No, that's it. We just got the 5 sauce lineup right now. I believe it is in the plan to do a seasonal sauce this summer with a fruit that will be in season from my friends at Pheasant's Eye Farm in Oregon. And that'll just be probably one batch run. It's not going to stay in the lineup, but it'll just be a seasonal sauce that I'll release later this summer.
Okay.
But that's it for right now.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So, did we cover it all?
I think we kind of did.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Thanks for having me on.
And I wish you the best.
Yeah, I wish you the best as well. Thanks for chatting. And it always feels good to get the approval from some new taste buds, you and your friends. So
you know what? Kingfisher Farm is right. He goes, Robert, maybe a collab. But how much hot pepper do you need?
Well, we'll talk.
Right.
You sounds like you're growing a lot. If you can ship them to Oregon before they spoil, that'd be great. My friend, my friend in New England, he was growing Reapers. He owns a farm, Silverbrook Farm, and he sent me like a package with Reapers, and I cut one open and a spider crawled out, and I was like, he's like, it's organic,
I don't even know how a spider can live in one of those.
I don't know either, man. I don't know how anything can live in one of those. Those things are crazy.
Yeah, and I also have a kiln. I can dry them too. Whatever you need.
Nice, nice. That's what I typically do because of just like shelf storage and everything. But yeah, we should talk because I would love to, yeah, like you said, keep it tight.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, my brother.
All right, you're gonna let me go, and then I don't know, like what I'm gonna do. I got another market going on right now, so I should probably check in on that and move forward with the day, I suppose.
Yeah, because it's kind of early for you.
Yeah, it's only 4 o'clock over here, so.
It's up in here. I got an hour and a half drive to my yard.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I got to go and pick up a 40-foot tree tomorrow.
Damn.
So I've been, I'm trying to, my saw can cut 100 feet in one pass. So I kind of got lucky with this 40-foot tree. So
40-foot tall tree, okay.
I'm sorry?
40-foot tall tree.
Yeah. So we're gonna, it's already dropped. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow, bring it to the yard, and we're gonna put it on a 100-foot trap.
Damn. What's the plan with it? What are you making?
Probably a bench.
All right. It's gonna be a big bench, huh?
40 feet. So, and it's one of those things that I'm doing just because I can.
Yeah. I'm so ignorant towards like crafting things with wood. I would lose all my fingers the first week I tried, you know. I got a job as a carpenter for a theater once, and they were like, this isn't your territory. I smashed my thumb with the hammer like the first day. It went completely black. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the soundboard and work on the music stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, my brother.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Have a good rest of your season as well. I know you're just starting a new one. So
yeah, we have Thursday. We have a wood turner and a woodworker. The wood turner's from Europe and the wood turner's from Cali. I mean, the wood turner's from Europe, the woodworker's from Cali.
I love it. I'll be tuning in when I can.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much.
Right. Yeah, have a good night.
Good night. Thank you, Paul.
Bye.